everyone. If you are just coming in, grab your mat, come on down to the ground. We'll get started right here in like a minute. And also always feel free to bring whatever you need to this practice in addition to your mat. If you need a blankie, if you need a block or a bolster, if you need your coffee or your water, if you need baby monitor, bring it all. All is welcome here. So we'll get started very soon. Awesome. All right. We'll get started. If you're just coming in, that's okay. Take your time, settle in, and just meet us when you are ready. We'll start like we always do, coming down to the ground. You can bring your hands to your knees or to your ankles or to the side, whatever feels comfortable. Maybe even sitting in your lap, palms up. I invite you to reach the crown of your head up towards the sky, lengthening through your spine, maybe stacking your head, your shoulders, your heart, your belly, your torso on top of your pelvis. Maybe close your eyes, soften your gaze if you can. And notice how you're breathing. You don't need to do anything about it, just notice. Is it long? Is it short? Is your inhale longer than your exhale? Is your exhale longer than your inhale? Just notice. Let go of any judgments or criticisms that come to your mind about your breath. Or just noticing. Awesome. On your next inhale, we'll bring our hands to the knees and we'll begin, as we always do, with our Sufi grind. So we'll inhale, shine the chest forward. Exhale, round through the spine, roll back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. You're welcome to keep this going at the pace of your breath, or you're always welcome just to follow me. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more going this direction. And then exhale, we'll switch it, go the other way. Notice how the side is different. All right, slowly let your circles become smaller and smaller until you find your way back to your center. Inhale, we'll lift our arms up. Exhale, we'll bend to one side for a nice side body stretch, reaching our hip point down to the earth, creating a nice long line on their side body. If your palm or your forearm is on the earth, press away from the earth, creating some space between your ear and your shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, arms up again. And then exhale, bend. We'll take it to the other side. Again, reach that hip down to the ground, creating a nice long stretch in the side body. Breathing deep here. Exhale, come back to center. Awesome. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, opposite hand, opposite knee, and we'll look back over our shoulder for a gentle twist. Breathing deep here. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, opposite hand, opposite knee, twist to the other side. Gently looking over the back shoulder. Awesome. Come back to center. All right, we'll bring our hands together, rub them together, creating a little bit of energy. And then we'll place them at heart center if that feels comfortable for you. And this is a perfect opportunity for you to set a little intention for your practice today. So what I mean by that is setting a goal or a word to focus on throughout your whole practice. So it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be very simple, but finding something to center on as you come down to the mat today. If you would like, you can borrow my word. I am going to focus on re-energizing. So today's practice, we're going to do a lot of moving our energy throughout our body. So often it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock slump in the middle of the day, especially on a Thursday, is like probably one of the hardest times to get through. So we need just that rush of energy to finish the day, finish the week strong. So re-energize. Awesome. And when you're ready, we'll come to all fours. So slowly move, coming to tabletop position, tucking your knees underneath your hips, arms and hands underneath the shoulders. And then when you're ready, inhale, we'll drop the belly, open the chest, look forward, exhale, curling the spine, bringing that belly button up, drawing the energy up for our back body, tucking the chin. Inhale, drop the belly again, look forward. Exhale, round through the spine. And then we'll do a couple of these going at your own pace, moving with your breath. You're welcome to invite a little bit of movement in this in addition to kind of spinal flexion. So you can sway side to side, front to back. That feels good for you. Waking up the energy in our body. Awesome work. All right, we're gonna walk the hands forward, and then when you're ready, we'll curl the toes under, peel the tailbone high and back, downward facing dog. Feel free to stretch it out through the backs of the legs, especially the calves in down dog, maybe stretching one side and then the other. Coming up to our toes and then back down again. And then when you're ready, find some stillness. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Awesome work. On your next inhale, look forward between your hands and slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. Take your time as you get there. We'll start with our feet hip width apart, the slight bend in our knee, welcoming this forward fold. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly rise up to mountain pose. All right. Your hands can come to your side. You're gonna focus kind of on tucking your tailbone. So we often kind of can get stuck with our butt coming out. So tuck the tailbone, drawing that belly button up and in. Hands come to our side. Breathing deep here. Then we're gonna slowly walk the feet out a little bit wider than our hips. And we're gonna start with a willow tree or knocking on heaven's door, maybe you've heard it that way. So you're gonna kind of slowly start to let your arms sway and twist side to side. You can pick up your heels if you'd like. Just moving, letting go of the day thus far. Kind of letting it whirl off. If you feel kind of silly, you can close your eyes. Sometimes that can help. But if not, don't worry, we're all doing it. Pick up the pace. Breathing. Awesome. We'll slowly come back to center. We'll walk our feet back in line with our hips, and we'll take our first sun salutation. So if you've never done this, you can follow me. If you have, move with your breath. So inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. Slight bend in the back if you'd like. Exhale, bring it all the way down to the ground. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the palms of the earth, step one foot back, then the other. Lower your knees, and we'll go knees, chest, chin, all the way down to our belly. Inhale, you're gonna press into your pelvic bone. We'll do a baby cobra. Just slightly coming up on raising our chin from the earth. Before we exhale, bring it all the way back down. And then you can press up to all fours or plank pose. And then we'll transition back into our downward facing dog. Awesome work. All right, inhale, we'll look forward, walking our feet to meet our hands again. This time you're welcome to bring your feet flush together or hip width apart if that feels better for you. Inhale, slowly rising up, rolling the shoulders back down our back, palms come to rest at our side, mountain pose. We'll take a breath here, and then we'll go through a whole sun salutation again. So inhale, exhale, and then on the next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bring the palms to the earth, stepping one foot back, then the other. And so you're welcome to do what we just did, which is knees, chest, chin, and then up to a cobra. Or if you would like, you can do a chaturanga to up dog. So for chaturanga, you're going to shift your weight forward onto your toes, lowering down, but not actually touching your mat. You'll flip your feet, pressing up for an up dog. And then exhale, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Awesome work. Look forward. We'll walk our feet up to meet our hands again. Feet flush together. And then we'll inhale slowly. Rising up to mountain pose. Awesome. So we're going to do a little bit of balancing in tree pose for this next sequence. So when you're ready, we'll bring our hands to our chest. And then on your next inhale, you're going to shift your weight to one side, bringing the heel up, and then maybe the bottom part of your foot coming to the inner part of your ankle. For tree pose variation number 1. If you would like to go for a variation number 2, you can slide the bottom part of your foot up to your calf. And then for a third variation, you're welcome to move the bottom of your foot to the inside of your thigh. So 3 different variations here, up here, midway, or all the way down. All are tree pose, so whatever feels like it connects most with your intention of your practice, start there. Couple of breaths here. Draw that energy into your center line. And then maybe on your next inhale, your arms go out and up. Couple of breaths here. Awesome work. All right, bring your hands back to heart center. If they aren't already, gently release the foot that is up, planting it back on the ground. And then you can shake out the leg that you were standing on, and then we'll take it to the other side. So shift your weight to the other leg, maybe a slight bend in the leg that's bearing weight, and then we'll kick that heel up, rotating the hips outward, bottom of our foot coming to meet the inside part of our ankle, or our calf, or our thigh. Couple of breaths here. And again, maybe our arms come out to the side, up, reaching like we're big tree outside, this lovely day. Drawing energy up through our center line. And release. We'll bring our hands back to center. Slowly release that foot back to the ground, and we'll take a sun salutation. So move with your breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, step one foot back from the other, and then you can go knees, chest, chin to cobra, or chaturanga to up dog, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Awesome. Inhale, look forward. We'll walk all the way up to meet our hands. And then slowly, mindfully moving, rolling our shoulders back down. Mountain pose. All right, take your flow right here. Take your sun salutation. Halfway. Stepping it back. Belly to cobra. Ooh, that feels nice. And then back to down dog. All right, when you're ready, we'll bring the knees to the earth, toes come to touch, knees go as wide as the yoga mat. And then on your exhale, you're gonna think up and over, and you're gonna lift kind of your pelvis bone back, come rest on your heels, reaching the palms forward, child's pose. Your forehead can come rest on the mat. Take a couple of breaths here. Awesome. Take one more breath in child's pose before you come back up to all fours. We'll swing the legs to one side and then we'll come to sit. Legs out long. If you'd like, for comfort of your sitting, you can bring kind of the fleshy part of your bum kind of to the side to make room so that your sit bones can fully come in contact with the mat. If that does not feel comfortable for you, don't do that. It's really an anatomy thing. So some of us feel more comfortable that way, some of us feel less comfortable that way. So whatever feels more comfortable. Then when you're ready, have your hands come and rest right beside your hips. Roll the shoulder blades back and down your back body, and then lift the crown of your head up, creating a nice straight line in your spine at a nice 90-degree angle with your feet and your legs. Again, it's parallel with your feet, 90 degrees with your legs. Breathing deep here. One more breath. Awesome work. All right, you can use your hands if you'd like to bring your knees slightly bent or generously bent, and then inhale, reach your arms up, and then think like you're holding something above your head like a ball. Think up and over like you're placing the ball on the other side of your feet, coming into a bent leg forward fold, seated forward fold. Maybe you give your feet a little bit of a massage. Really focusing on lengthening through the back body and then melting into the tops of your legs. We'll walk our hands up, and then we'll slowly scoot our bum closer to our heels, coming to lay down on our back. Walk your heels as close to your bum as you can, while keeping them kind of in line with our hips. So we're gonna keep that parallel figure. And then take a moment here to kind of bring your whole back body flush with the mat. So you might need to tilt your pelvis up, might need to wiggle your shoulder blades underneath your back, and then bring your palms to the earth. We'll go into a bridge pose. So on your next exhale, you're going to slowly, starting with your tailbone, lift and let your spine, one vertebra at a time, come up off the mat while still maintaining nice spaciousness in your neck. So looking up at the ceiling, and kind of imagine your shins, I guess, shining towards the wall or to the side, rather than just your kind of core lifting up your torso. Imagine your legs pressing into the earth, your feet pressing into the earth, assisting in that. So it's a full body experience. Breathing deep here. Two more breaths. Awesome work. Rolling the spine one vertebra at a time, back down to the earth. Awesome. We'll slowly kind of windshield wiper our legs one way, then the other, letting them work their way towards the edge of our mat. until you come all the way down into corpse pose. Your legs reach out long, your arms are at your sides, maybe your palms come up. And feel each part of your back body touching the earth. And feel your heels, calves, the backs of your knees, your thighs, your hips, your bum, low back. And feel the top of your hand, your wrist, your arm, your shoulders, your upper back, the nape of your neck, the crown of your head. If you have time, I encourage you to lay here as long as you have. But if not, you have a job to get back to, if you have a baby to get back to, I invite you to shift your weight to the right side of your mat, coming to roll on your left side before you press up, coming back into that comfortable seat that we started our practice in. Take 1 second here to remember that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Notice how it's already begun, it's already finished. Thank you for showing up for our second nap time yoga. I hope this was as filling for you as it was for me. I hope to see you next week. Please share this meeting, this recording with anyone that you know. And as always, if you come to practice or you and you have to leave early or you can't make it, this recording is always going to be posted on the channel. So always there for whenever you need it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Awesome work, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next week. Bye, bye, bye.